everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen and in today's video I am sharing what to do when everything feels pointless. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and let's get started. And before we truly get started, I wanted to introduce you to a guest star. Over here, this is Chloe. Chloe is my emotional support, well, one of my emotional support fluffy toys. Okay, I have a fluffy dog that I've had since I was 3 and he is called Creamy and he might feature in other videos, but I don't have him here with me at uni. So this is Chloe, and Chloe has, like, I got Chloe when I was in 2nd year, and during 2nd year I had a very, very bad mental health episode, which culminated in a panic attack and a hospital admission. And what I did when I got out of hospital, so one of my housemates was like, we're gonna make you a mental health box. And these like included things that I found comforting, it included like little snacks and a blanket, and one of the things that it included was Chloe. So like whenever I feel stressed, I'll just like hug her, and she's got little fluffy ears. I was, in my uni we have like 24-hour online exams and you can do those from home. In fact, you're like encouraged to. So I actually had Chloe with me for all of my 2nd year exams, and she was just like sat there like watching me write my exams, and I was just like, and it was really much more chill. So honestly, like, my first point in this video is do something nice for yourself, okay? When everything feels pointless, buy yourself a Chloe, okay? Thank you for being in my video. I love you. Goodbye. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do, apart from get yourself a little treat, get yourself something that makes you happy, and get yourself something that contributes to your mental health. And it doesn't even have to be expensive. I think Chloe was like £8, okay? Like, you know, it's simple. But the second thing I want you to do is acknowledge your feelings, and I think getting yourself something nice is in a way acknowledging your feelings, because you're like, oh, I'm sad right now, I need help, what can I do, okay? It's okay to feel this way sometimes, and everyone feels this way at some point in your life. You're like, what am I even working for? Like, I just don't feel like I'm going anywhere, like, life feels pointless, I feel like I'm working away with no sort of real reward, or mostly, like, I'm just depressed. And that can honestly happen a lot, and it's genuinely, like, more common than you probably think. So validate those emotions. If you need someone else to validate them, your emotions are completely valid, okay? I've been there. That's why I'm making a video about it, because I wish someone had made this video for me. Second thing I want you to do, apart from those two first things, so I guess the third thing, is identify your triggers, okay? So what makes you feel pointless? Is it like a time of year? Like, for example, winter makes me feel like, ugh, everything's pointless. You know, is it a person that you're hanging out with who makes you feel really depressed? If so, you might want to rethink that relationship. But I'm not here to tell you what to do, except I kind of am, because you clicked on this video. So identify your triggers, alright? So this could be like stress, certain environments, particular thoughts, or like places or objects or people, or, yeah, like I said, times of year. So write down a list of your triggers, and that is like halfway to solving this problem. The third thing I want you to do is set small goals, okay? Everything is pointless, but like, wouldn't it be fun to actually go outside and like buy yourself some flowers? Because we love flowers, right? Flowers are great. So these goals can be like simple as getting out of bed at a certain time, or like going for a little walk. And like getting out of bed, it can be a big challenge. So I'm not saying it's like simple, but just complete a small task. Like, be proud of what you complete, even if it seems small to you, because hey, you did a thing. I'm really proud of you. Okay. Create a routine. Like, take this one with a pinch of salt, but I wanted to include it because sometimes a routine can give structure and purpose to your life. Sometimes it can make you feel like, ugh, I'm stuck in this routine for the rest of my life and I feel bored, okay? So it depends on what kind of person you are. Sometimes you might need to take a break from the routine. Other times the routine can make you feel safe and secure, which is what it usually does for me. So depending on what kind of person you are, create a routine. Okay, I've lost track of how many things that are in this video. The next thing, express some gratitude. So I want you to like really take it back to basics, okay? Like, things I'm grateful for right now. I have some really comfy new sheets. I have a roof over my head. My radiator is warm, okay? I'm gonna have a shower later on. It's gonna be really warm, and I had something I really liked for dinner, and I am fulfilling my dream of making videos for YouTube, okay? So all of these things are like really basic and things that I take for granted on a daily basis, but once I actually say them out loud, it makes me feel a lot better about my life, because these are a lot of things that I was like, you know, that like, you know, not everyone can take for granted, and it is really sort of, I don't know, humbling to come back to that, I guess. See the small things for what they are, which is like, great, I guess. Alright, connect with others. Now, sometimes all I need to do to feel meaning in my life again is go and visit one of my, like, closest friends, and they will just cheer me up. Like, even if I'm in a bad mood and I don't tell them I'm in a bad mood, like, hanging out with them will make me feel better, because I'll, like, spend time around them, I'll see their energy, I'll see, like, their zest for life, or if they're in a bad mood, we can complain together, and that's hilarious. And that, like, cheers me up all the time, and I'm like, ugh, my life sucks, and they're like, ugh, my life sucks too, and then we'll, like, laugh about it. So that's an option. But yeah, connect with others, and it doesn't even have to be, like, people. It could be, like, animals. Like, go to a cat cafe, or, like, go sit in the park and watch the birds, okay? Like, it doesn't, if you don't feel like peopling today, that's fine, there are other options. Okay, the next thing I want to say is explore some hobbies. Like, I don't want to say get a hobby, but like get a hobby. I started playing D&D last year, and it's been really wonderful. Like, I've had so much fun creating characters and going through campaigns, and yeah, am I good at it? Absolutely not. But like, fortunately, our group is really nice, and they help me a lot with, like, you know, just how to play and so forth. So, picking up a new skill or just trying something new. Like, my other hobbies include, like, journaling, and I love going to gigs, and, like, planning my next tattoo, for example, but, I do have other hobbies, I promise. I just can't think of them right now. Oh yeah, creating YouTube videos, here we go. This is literally one of my hobbies, guys. But, like, explore things you love, and if you don't know what you love, which is often true when, like, life feels pointless, you're like, ugh, I don't know what I like, nothing feels good to me anymore, start trying something completely weird, like, out of, like, really out there, like something you wouldn't even think of doing. Like, Google, like, top 10 strangest hobbies or something, and, like, just try one, okay? Like, I don't want to say stamp collecting, but, like, stamp collecting. I used to make scrapbooks when I was younger, like, try flower arranging, or pick up a martial art. I say that like martial arts aren't literally one of the most popular hobbies ever, but, like, the point is, try something that's out of your comfort zone, or try something that you hadn't necessarily thought of. You can even ask AI if you want. Tell ChatGPT to make you a hobby. Like, I promise it will come up with something probably quite weird. Get some professional help. Like, sometimes, I say this in every video, but therapy really helps me, and sometimes when everything feels pointless, that can actually be a symptom of depression. Like, I'm not a medical professional, but it was in me, like, personally in myself, when a lot of the time when life felt pointless, I was genuinely just depressed, and I had anxiety, and I was just, like, feeling overwhelmed because of those very real medical conditions that I was suffering from. So that is not to be ruled out. Like, that is a distinct possibility. So please take care of yourself, and if you're feeling like life is pointless for a sort of a long time, get some, like, medical attention, because this can be fixed, I promise. It can be, like, it can be improved, and the sooner you, like, get some help, the sooner you can start on your healing journey. So that is just something to consider if you feel like life is pointless on a regular basis. Okay? Alright, so the next thing I want you to consider is reframing your perspective. Alright, so reframe your thoughts, like, consider different perspectives on your situation. I think when I said the same, like, the thing about gratitude earlier, that was kind of the same thing, but also explore alternative ways to think. Like, a big shift for me has been to not equate, like, spirituality with religion. Like, for example, I'm no longer religious, but I do find, like, spiritual energy with sort of sitting in nature, and I feel, like, very sort of refreshed and renewed. So that's an example of how I could, like, reframe. I didn't need to be religious in order to have a spiritual connection to my life and to the world, I guess. That's kind of deep. Maybe in a different video. I think I've already posted a video about religion. Go seek it out. Okay, the next thing and the final thing I want to say is that sometimes everything will feel pointless, okay? It's normal, like, it's an emotion, okay? Emotions are normal, and maybe you just need to take a long break, and you need to have faith that, like, whether you take a long break or continue to work on your goals, like, your efforts, whatever they may be, will pay off. Like, you will feel less burned out, you will achieve more, okay? Stick with it even when you don't want to. Sticking with it could be, I need a break. Okay, that's completely valid for your mental health. Sticking with it could be, I'm going to plug through, like, on these goals, I'm going to keep plugging away at it, and I'm going to graduate, or I'm going to, like, reach the next review at my job, or I'm going to buy a car, okay? Whatever the goal is, accept that sometimes life feels pointless, and you just kind of got to get on with it. Like, I know that's not what you wanted to hear, And most of my video was not about that, but sometimes suck it up is what I'm saying, okay? But not always, okay? Apply all of the tips in this video, whichever you feel is most relevant to you. Like, take what you need, leave the rest. That's all for this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram if you like this content. I will see you guys later. Okay, bye!